Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so wasn't really planning on putting out a video this soon, but my days of the week kind of got messed up as far as working out goes. So it's Thursday, September 12th. Yes, still inside the 6 weeks out, and I need to shave. That's one thing I'll tell you right now I hate about prep, getting closer to the show, is just like the body shaving that I got to do. Normally in the off season, I really don't shave like my chest up, so I started doing that for summer. And I cannot wait to stop doing that. And my legs, I normally start shaving my legs kind of far out. Some people will shave it like right before, but I find every time I do that, I get like just like, you know, obviously razor burn and shit. So like if I start doing it before then, my body gets used to it. So I start shaving my legs and I really don't like doing that. But I know a little too much information. That's prep stuff that people don't talk about. Another interesting thing about prep stuff that people don't talk about. People always talk about training, cardio, macros, all that stuff. They don't tell you about all the weird shit you got to shave. I seen a guy once at a show backstage, and he was telling me that he forgot to like shave his armpits because you don't really mention that stuff. And he's like, "Oh yeah, like I totally forgot to shave my armpits. No one told me that." So yeah, that's not on like the bodybuilding checklist. Macros, peak week, all that, water intake. But yeah, shave your armpits. Just side note. But we got legs today. I am exhausted filling it. I was happy that I don't have any work this morning, so it was kind of nice where I could kind of just sleep in, because I woke up I got decent sleep, but I woke up around maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was up for a couple hours. Was able to go back to bed and get some more sleep. But yeah, if I had anything to do this morning, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. But that was just lucky for today. We are, I don't want to do this. We are lowering carbohydrates. Yeah, so we're inside the 6 weeks out. So new macros on the low days are going to be 180 protein. It's going to be 100 grams of carbohydrates and 50 grams of fat. That is going to bring our total calories to 1570. That is aggressively low. I did not think I was going to have to go this low in my intake. I haven't had it go this low since 2014's prep. This is one of the reasons I wanted to prep this year before we go to nationals next year. I want to see how my body reacts. And the one thing I am noticing is the fact that it's like as I'm older, I have to take my intake a little bit lower than I normally would, and I have to have a little bit more output than I normally do. It's just one of those things, getting older. Also, I'm a little more sedentary. My job is a little bit more behind the desk now, opposed to on the floor as much as I used to be. So that's part of it. So I'm probably not getting as many steps in. But one of the things is we're in the 6 weeks. John is going to take over the prep at around 4 weeks out. So I'm pretty sure, based off the email, I think he wants us to be done digging at 2 weeks out from the competition. So the idea would be to really just nail it now for week 6, 5, whatever, 4 and 3. So these 4 weeks, we just got to really kind of hit the ground running. So I'm trying to make the adjustments and get more off before I hand the reins over to him. But that's kind of what we're doing right now. It's kind of what we're working with. All right, I'll see you guys at the gym. Let's go. All right, guys, so it is leg day, my leg B routine. So we're starting off with the front squats. Yeah, these are kicking my ass right now, but it is what it is. Last video I did, I was mic'd up, and I kind of like it better than the voiceover. This way I can kind of talk while I'm doing the exercises. So I'm gonna see if I keep doing it. I don't know. I just playing around with all this YouTube stuff, different edits, different ways of making your videos, but I enjoyed it. So see if this one works. But yeah, this is my first set right now. Knees are feeling okay, nothing too crazy. Let's give it a test, see how it goes. We're shooting for 8. All right, place my heels on the plate. Big breath. Four, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I got a small pause at the end. Whew. Let me catch my breath from that. I'll kick your ass a bit. No, it wasn't bad though, honestly. So if it sounded horrible while I was doing it, it wasn't that bad. We're gonna stick with it though. It's not a lot of weight. This, out of all my exercises, has definitely taken a hit during prep. So it's just not a lot of weight we're working with. Working with 8s right now. It's comfortable. I definitely have a few in the tank by the time I get to my 3rd set. I'll probably be pretty zapped with this weight. All right, so I did have someone ask me about why I squat on the plate. The main reason is to elevate my heels up a little bit so I can get deeper in the squat. Really trying to focus on the quad, so that's kind of like the main thing with it. I find, obviously, elevating my heels up, you can get deeper, get more quad. One of the things I've been thinking about though is possibly when I go into off season, actually getting like a gym membership. I don't know, I just kind of want to change things up, and I've been training in this kind of environment for such a long time now that I feel like that might be something I want to do. So like a good example is like there's a powerhouse that we used to go to. And my thought would be like, let's say Monday through Friday, training at the powerhouse, and then on Saturday and Sunday training at my gym with Jessica still. So something kind of like that, a nice mixture of the two worlds. But we'll see. All right, set number 2. Same thing, trying to hit these 8s. All right, place my heels on the plate, and big breath. Come on, controlling the weight down. Yeah, that one I felt a lot better too. Normally set number 2 always feels better when it comes to like squats and stuff. Just getting these knees as loosened up as I can. I'm old, getting old. Almost 40, end of the year, so knees have a lot of wear and tear at this point. That felt good though. We could up the weight, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna stay with it this week. And then next week, might try to, but next week we're also gonna be a little bit closer to show, so we might not be able to. All right, set number 3. Yeah, it's feeling good so far. Just keeping with it, nothing crazy. Knees are okay. Keep the elbows up. Two. Okay. Yeah. Hard, not horrible though. Hard, not horrible. I'll take it. Yeah, it could have been worse, but we got this one. Quads are definitely feeling it. All right, so next up we have walking lunges. I don't love walking lunges, but I got to do them. They're great for, at least for me, glute development. And that's what I'm trying to use them for, is more than anything. I get a lot of quad out of it, but it is one of those where I do try to get a lot of glute out of it as well. So trying to take that big step, leaning forward so I can get emphasis on the glute. 2, 3, 4, not feeling too bad. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not sure if you can see me, and 10. Awesome. All right. Oh, this is set number 1 right now. That felt good. We could go up on that one. So those are only 35, so they're not super heavy. But I remember last time I did this workout, I was just zapped. So we'll up the weight on those to the 40. Still got to do the other leg though. If you notice, I do all on one leg, then I do all on the other leg. I don't see too many people doing that. I do it because if I'm doing alternating legs, it just wipes me out. And this is like the only exercise I can think of where we really alternate legs. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing split squats, I do all on one leg and then all the other leg. If I'm doing like a single leg RDL, I only do all on one leg and then all on the other leg. So it's like, it just makes sense to me. This way I can kind of catch my breath before I tackle the next leg. All right, this is gonna be set number 2. We're doing sissy squats. I've always kept these in my routine, even though nowadays they're kind of getting like I don't know, I guess they're kind of getting popular within the science-based community just because it's length and partial friendly, which I do length and partial on this. I only do length and partial on like 2 exercises, and this is one of them. Mainly because, yeah, there's like no tension at the top, so there's no point in even doing the lockout. It's all in that lengthened position. But again, these are one of my favorites. And I have upgraded to just using one hand and body weight. I used to use a band, which kind of helps you out of the hole. I believe that's because I lost a little bit of weight, so it's a little bit easier. So set your feet up. Normally for me, shoulder width, slightly narrow. Get up on those toes, keep those hips forward, stretch those quads, back up, not all the way, back down, stretch those quads. That's number 2. 3, stretch. 4, control the movement. Stretch. 5, there we go. 6, all about that control, guys. 7, 8, got my legs shaking a little bit. You can't see it, but I can feel it. 9, one more, last one's kind of sitting the whole stretch all the way up. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, quads are on fire. It's all about that control though. It's a great exercise if your knees are allowed to do it, or if your knees will let you do it. And it is funny, I get a lot of people that tell me like I can't do certain leg exercises because they have bad knees and stuff like that, which I get it. A lot of people do have bad knees. It's a real thing. But I always want to show people my knee. I have Osgood slaughter on my right leg. So you see that? I don't know if you can see it moving or not, but this thing has always been a pain in the ass for me, especially on leg days, because yeah, it bothers me. I just, even on this, set number 1, I have a very hard time, let's say, the first set just kind of stretching things out, I guess you could say, but set 2 and 3 normally go without any issues at all. That's one of the reasons I like doing these on leg days opposed to like the full body stuff I was doing, mainly because when I would do a full body day and I would have these, I had to spend a good amount of time warming my knee up before I would have to do or be able to do these. So this way, after front squats, lunges, yeah, they're warmed up, they're good. That was a good set. We got one more to do. All right, so my single leg calf raises. This is one of the things I really improved on over the off season. My calves are way better than they have been in the past. But the one thing I've been doing is really focusing again on that stretch. Seen Alberto Nunez talking about like how he holds like for like a 4-second pause or something, and I started implementing something like that. Hold it at the bottom, press up, stretch at the bottom, just hold it kind of thing. That really seems to be the trick to actually get my calves to grow. And my volume form honestly isn't like super high. And I feel like the progress I've made with them is because of like the better form, I guess, doing this method, not necessarily, yeah, I guess. But it's one of those where I feel like that's the reason the growth is there, not because of more volume. Because I hammered the shit out of them back in the day, and I still really didn't see insane growth. Growth, but not like much. So I'm stretching up, control it down, stretch, couple second pause, up, stretch. 4, 5, feel that stretch at the bottom. 6, control it. 7, stretch. 8, now we're getting hard. All right. 9, stretch. 10, last one. And kind of just sit there, let it stretch for a minute. All right. Ow. Yeah, it's pumped. The harder part I feel with this exercise is staying with it mentally. You know what I mean? Because even though, like, other exercises, I'm controlling my tempo and I'm sitting the stretch. This one, it just, for whatever reason, I feel like I have to stay with it mentally, or I'm just kind of repping it out or something. But it works. It burns. All right, and now some hanging leg raises. One of my good go-tos during prep. I always love doing these. At the bottom position, not the best stretch, but again, I love doing these. It really gets my abs just on fire, so I'm going to keep them in. So everything I'm doing is not always stretch focused, but they're there. All right, hold on. Step off. Let it stretch if I can. Kind of quit the swinging too. Up. Control my legs on the way down. 2, 3, 4. Yep, they're burning. 6, 7. Main thing is controlling the swing on these. 8, 9, 10. See if we get 2 more. 11. Oh, control it. All right. No, I controlled it as best I could in the last couple of reps. But yeah, I feel like crap. Those are just burned, but I like doing. Oh yeah, I feel that. Right now, it's like my abs are just looking pretty nasty right now. Like especially at nighttime when I'm kind of really dry. I got like the veins kind of going. It's pretty nasty. Still waiting on the quads and the glutes to really dry up. So that's what we're waiting on a little bit. All right, guys. So workout wasn't bad, but it could have been better. I feel like I kind of went downhill pretty hard after the lunges. So everything else after that was kind of really just get it done kind of thing. Like I said, we're lowering carbs down today to 100 grams. Man, total calories is going to be 1570, so that's going to suck. But we're only going to hit those for at least Thursday, Friday this week. Then we got a refeed on Saturday. So kind of see how I feel with them and then move on. I feel like, okay, so today I woke up and I saw 155 on the scale again. So we haven't seen the 154 yet. Now, I am getting such bad sleep this week that I feel like I'm just retaining water. So I feel like that's the main problem. So I don't necessarily feel that like we're not dropping weight or something stalling or anything like that. It's just I feel like I'm holding on to water because of crappy sleep. So I do think this will do what I need it to do. I might not stay at 100 grams of carbs for right now, for long. It might just be dig, and then back up again. So next week, week 5 out, will be my last week handling the prep by myself. Then I'm going to hand the reins over to John Gorman, Team Gorman, Fat Muscle Project. If you're ever interested in a good coach, John's the man. But he takes over 4 weeks out. And then we just kind of start going into the show. Today, I am not planning on doing any cardio. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll probably hit one of my sessions then. So the rest of the day, I just got to be hungry for the most part. And then got a little bit of work to do in the evening, nothing too crazy. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Let's go.